Today I'm giving you a full guide on every recovery mechanic in Rocket League. If you've been trying to improve your recoveries, you've probably jumped from tutorial to tutorial, learning each mechanic individually, but in today's video I've compacted everything from those YouTube videos into one complete guide. I've broken it down into 5 levels from bronze all the way to top 100, and after level 3 I'm dropping a free training pack covering everything up until that point. By the way, I'm Lakes, I've peaked over 2200 MMR, I'm a top 10 ranked player in Canada, and I got top 28 in the LCQ. For level 1, we will begin with the half flip. It will allow you to do a complete 180 on the field without turning around. Now to break down how to perform the mechanic, to begin, perform a backflip by pulling down on the left stick and double tapping jump. Now, when you are mid backflip, you need to pull directly up to perform a flip cancel and land on the back of your car. After you've pulled up, you need to tap your directional arrow to align your car upright. A huge half flip tip would be to pull a bit diagonally down for a quicker animation when turning with arrow. The Wavedash will allow you to gain forward momentum by performing a flip into the ground. It will pretty much get rid of the flip animation, but will have the same effect on your momentum. Now on how to perform it, you need to tap your jump, then pull directly down on your stick to angle your car in a 20 degree. Then finally you need to perform a front flip when the back 2 wheels of your car are near the ground. They don't actually have to be touching the ground. Another application would be when you're jumping off the wall to gain momentum. You jump off the wall, arrow to align your car with the ground, then you pull up to that 20 degree angle, then front flip right when you're about to touch the ground. Note that your directional arrow will need to match the wall which you're on. If you're on the left wall, then you'll need to arrow left, and then the other way around for right. After you get that down, try combining them all together by pulling down, holding directional arrow, and jumping all together. Then you'll be in that perfect angle to front flip. Now moving on to level 2. I've coached many diamond players who struggle to make a recovery after an aerial toward the wall. The correct way to do it would be to pull your stick fully toward the left or right, then you tap your arrow in the direction which you pulled toward. So if you pull toward the left of your stick, then you can tap your arrow left to recover onto the wall. Note that the direction at which you recover will depend on the angle which you flew toward. If you flew toward the left, then you need to pull fully to the left and tap your arrow left. Powerslide will allow the player to quickly change direction while maintaining their momentum. A common error which many people in Diamond to Champ do would be holding their Powerslide rather than tapping it when they're making a turn. If you tap it, then you'll be able to keep a lot more of your momentum compared to holding it. It'll commonly happen when you're taking a big 100 in the corner. Look at how different the two are. Another very helpful application would be when you're landing on the wall. Holding Powerslide will allow you to keep the majority of the momentum you had before you landed on it. Now onto the Speedflip, arguably the most important recovery mechanic. To begin, perform a diagonal flip. After you've performed the diagonal flip, you're going to want to pull directly down. Now you're going to want to add directional arrow to the direction which you made your diagonal flip. I flip to the left here, and I'm going to add directional arrow left. After you've pulled down on your stick, you want to drag it toward the bottom corner in the direction you initially flipped toward. I flipped to the left here, so after pulling down, I'm gradually moving my stick to the bottom left. Now to double check if you've done everything correctly, you're going to want to hop into the training pack here. Note that you do need to wait a little bit for your car to touch the ground before each attempt. If you go right away, then you're never going to actually be able to touch that ball. Now a huge tip for managing your momentum: if you hold down your drive button and you drive directly in a line without moving your left stick, then you can hold on to your momentum forever. What a bunch of high level players do would be to speed flip and then drive in a line to keep that momentum. You can flick to the left or right to gradually change the path at which you're driving toward to. Alright, now we're going to put everything we've learned together into one training pack. I have the full training pack video here. It will include everything I've gone over up until level 3. Refer to my controller overlay or go back in the tutorial if you forget how to perform a mechanic. Alright, now we're going to be moving on to level 4. Every mechanic here will be around the Grand Champ level difficulty. Quickly though, we're going to be going over the twist flip. It will allow you to flip into the ball mid-air while maintaining control over the ball for an air dribble. It is pretty much identical to the speed flip, but you pull up and away in the other direction. The diagonal flip and pulling down are identical. The only add-on at the end would be where you pull up and away. Now moving on to the Zap Dash. You want to jump and tilt your car down in a 30-degree angle. Then you want to jump again when the back two wheels of your car touch the ground to pop your car up. Then finally, you want to front flip after you're popped up into the air. When you have all of that down, try to do it while you're driving around the field. Now you can go further and add a speed flip to it. For the speed flip, it will be an identical motion to the twist flip. You want to pull up and away, then you want to jump to pop your car upward when the back two wheels of your car touch the ground. Now moving on to the wall dash. You don't need to hold your air roll or spam your jump. I have a more controlled and reliable method. To begin, you want to pull to the top corner towards the wall which you are on. If you're on the left wall, then you want to pull to the top left corner. Now what you want to do would be to flick your stick to that corner and perform a jump. After flicking to the top left and jumping, right away you need to let go of your stick completely and jump to perform a flip while your stick is going back into that neutral position. Again, jump number 1 will be when you have your stick to the top corner, and jump number 2 would be right after you let go. Now if you want to chain multiple of them together, in between each wall dash, you need to pull in the direction away from the wall that you're on to realign your car. Finally, we're going to end off level 4 with the Mena flip. You're going to want to jump and hold your directional air roll of the wall which you're near until the point here. Then you're going to flip in the direction away from the wall and then pull directly down like a speed flip. Now on to level 5, the recovery mechanic, which I believe to be at the peak of Rocket League, would be a wall recovery. Now there are 2 main ways to perform it. Number 1, a jump or double jump where you align your car with the wall. And number 2, a flip where you align your car with the ball like a Mena flip. Rather than flipping away from the wall, you flip toward it. It will commonly be used in the opponent's corner to get another touch on the ball quickly while the opponents might think you're done with your play. Note that the touch at the beginning would be with the corner of my car away from the wall, and you're aiming for height with that touch. I believe the mechanic doesn't get talked about enough, even though it is used very commonly at the highest level. I have created a full training pack on it with a video tutorial. However, I'm leaving that as a benefit for my paid coaching community. If you want that training pack with a lot more, I run a coaching group called the Elite Club. Over 100 people are already actively in it, and you will get affordable one-on-one coaching, group coaching from Gyro, a 35-page Word document, and 5 other unique training packs like the one mentioned here. If you want in, check the link down below. But yeah, we've made it to the end of the tutorial. Thank you very much for watching till the end. If you enjoyed, drop a like down below and comment what you learned. If you have an idea of what I can make a tutorial on in the future, let me know down below and I'll check that out. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch y'all later.